If you're just like me, you're probably using your friends as an excuse to stop self-improvement. Now, what do I mean by that? When I was in college, my freshman year, I wanted to hang out with my friends all the time, to the point where I didn't do any of my schoolwork. I was just hanging out with them. Whenever one friend was busy, I would just go on to the next friend who wasn't busy and hang out with them. My friends would always ask me, like, do you not have homework? Like, aren't you supposed to be studying or sleeping or something like that? I used to wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon every single day. I genuinely was a chud back in college. After college ended, I decided, okay, I actually need to lock in, because just looking at me, it's obvious I have nothing going for me. And that's when I started going back to the gym. That's when I started learning how to code. You know, I started self-studying, I started reading books. But is the problem my friends at college, or was it me? And unfortunately, I have to say it was me. Mostly because my friends, they did support me studying. And there might be some cases where your friends don't support you studying or don't even bring it up, and at that point it might be your friends, because you have to remember, who your friends are make up who you are. You get influenced by your friends so much, it's really hard to see until it becomes so much that you actually just start realizing it. I have a friend, and at first we liked different things. You know, he liked a whole bunch of other things and I liked my things, but the more we hung out, we all had some common similarities with the things we liked, and the more we hung out, the more we started liking the things we had in common. And pretty much whenever we text now, I swear to you, it's like we're twins. We're thinking the exact same thing, we're making the exact same references. It's crazy how much influence you can have on your friends. So if you think your friends are being a bad example or a bad influence, just look at what they do, look at their habits. Would you support this lifestyle? Is this a life you would live if you were in your friend's shoes? If it's not, then it's up to you, but I would cut them off. If your friends aren't actively working towards a goal or something while you are they really worth the time? Are they really worth the influence on you? In my opinion, no. If someone isn't doing anything with their life, they do not have any desire to change, then I have to cut you off. You might be the coolest guy ever, you might like the same things as me, the same music as me, the same games as me, but if you have nothing going on for you and you refuse to change, then I'm sorry, we cannot be friends. And that's my opinion on how these things go. So back to the question, are you the problem or are your friends? First, take a look at your friends. If they're a good influence, keep them around. If they're a good influence, like they generally have something going on, they're goal driven, they're focused on what they want to do, what they love, and what can eventually be their job in the future, where they can be stable, have a family or something, keep them as friends. They're probably going to be one of your best friends, not only just in general, but also as an influence on you. If they're a bad influence on you, cut them out. They might be fun, but that's only short term. You don't know what they're gonna do. If they refuse to get better, then you already know they're just digging a hole for themselves. Don't also start digging a hole for yourself. It's not worth it. Stick with friends who are actively building something. The second thing to look at is, what were your habits like when you were hanging out with your friends? Because I know whenever I was hanging out with my friends while they're studying, it made me study too. Like, I genuinely brought out my computer and I started doing work. Like, genuinely, if your friends cause you to be productive, they have to be good friends. I would say keep them. But at the end of the day, you need to choose your friends wisely, because I like to live my life with no regrets. But if I did have one regret, it would be choosing the wrong friends. So I really want you guys to really take a look at your friend group and see if they're a good or bad influence on you. Because if they're good, you're gonna be doing great, man. I'm telling you, good friends will take you so far in life. But if you have friends that are a bad influence, cut them off before it's too late, man. Trust me, it is not worth it. That's all from me, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, and comment. Bye, guys.